That's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation. That's me.
I'd like to give a praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah Rock Kwakadash. And I'd like to do a small edification video based on another video that's being shown on Instagram. You see young young Judites, young Benjamites, mainly Benjamites. This is more like a Benjamite setting, but it's open to the public, in New York City. You see a lot of these young generation, the people in their 20s, early 30s. You know what I'm saying? For me, I'm in my late 30s, headed to my 40s. So I understand the jokes. I understand the having a good time, and sometimes people want to wind down because they're having a hard day at work. Because of the oppression that's going on in America. But when you really look at it, these young people, they ain't hurting nobody. But at the same token, everything is fun. Everything is fun for the woman. Certain men go and they enjoy themselves. I get it. Sometimes you need time to wind down from work. I get it. You know what I mean? But really, when you really look at it, it's like we in a time of mourning. It's a mourning state. We in a sackcloth state, and it's like, certain women, they love fun, man. They love fun to the death. You know what I mean? Fun is fun is everything to them, and a lot of these women that's in here, they're not spiritual. A lot of the men, they're not spiritual. Have they come across the word of the Lord? Probably so, and most likely they have, but you see a lot of these young women, even if it's a place to wind down and have a good time, and you with your friends or family, whatever, women still take it out of control. They shaking their ass, popping that cooch. You know what I'm saying? Getting everything ready. Everything's percolating. They got their juices, their liquor. You know what I mean? They young. You know what I'm saying? So, they're not really focused on the spiritual things. You know what I mean? So, so I tell you, young brothers and sisters, man, don't push it off too long, man, because there's gonna be a time where, all jokes and smiles and laugh ain't gonna be here, man. It's gonna be a state of crying in the morning, and every time something do go down, you women cry with a historical cry. A cry of pain. You scream with the top of your lungs, man. You scream with your your head is, you scream with your head pop off your shoulders, man. You know what I mean? So it's like, you scream at the top of your lungs, man, and so that the heavens can hear you, man, when war go down, man. And a lot of you women, you don't like war. You avoid war, you avoid confrontation, you don't like it. But for men, we gotta deal with the war. We gotta deal with the atrocities. We got to deal with the backlash. We got to deal with the competency of of people, man. People's not too bright. You know what I mean? So we got to deal with incompetent people, man. We got to deal with malicious and malice people on this planet, man. You know what I mean? So we gotta be mindful where we at all times, man. So I want to read the scripture from Sirach, the 38th chapter and the 16th verse. And scripture reads, "My son, let tears fall down over the dead and begin to lament, as if thou hast suffered great harm thyself, and then cover his body according to the custom and neglect not his burial." So that's talking about when the days of Israel, when we pass on, he gave us a proper burial, an Israelite burial, and because you mourn for the dead, man, because they're not here no more in the flesh, but the spirit has moved on into the spirit world. All right, and in verse 17, weep bitterly and make great moan, and use a lamentation as he's worthy, and that a day or two lest thou be evil spoken of, and then comfort thyself for thy heaviness. So for the next couple of days, you mourn yourself for a loved one, but gird yourself up and be strong and move on, because life is about moving on. All right, so don't drag on to this. So when the reason I'm bringing this up, because we in a state of mourning, man, we spiritually dead, and we going through another phase, which is the mark of the beast is coming, man. And a lot of you women ain't gonna be shaking your ass and drinking and having a good time. It's like y'all just forgot about the COVID. You forgot about the COVID already. Like, I'm not saying dwell there and stay there. That's not what I'm saying. But remember what happened. Remember what happened. So keep that in your mind. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget. Don't think that the Lord's judgment has eased up. Verse 18, for of heaviness cometh death, and the heaviness of the heart breaketh strength. So people can die of a broken heart. You see people, they love someone so much, they mean the world to them, and then when they find out that a loved one has passed on, they die, man. I knew a young lady from my projects that I grew up in Boulevard Houses. Her name was Gladys, and they're very, very sweet people, man. They were from the Northern Tribe. They was Boricua, they was Puerto Rican. And, she had she was always with her mom, man. Very sweet ladies, man. They love my mother to death. My mother always used to talk to them back in the 90s, late 80s. You know what I'm saying? And it was just a family unity, man. Whatever they need, son, we had them. Her sons and them. They did commercials for sketches. It was a big thing for us, man. At this time, man, family was family. Gladys she was a very sweet lady. It was just sad, man. When her mother died, man, she grieved so much, man. She died too. A broken heart, man. So that's what Scripture says, man. Mourn for a moment's time, man, but be strong in the Lord, man. All right. But so I can imagine when the days come, when a lot of us Israelite men go through this, a lot of you women, you're gonna see, you might feel bad, but then a lot of you women may go through this, and some of us may not feel bad for the evilness that you've done to us, but all Israel, we're gonna see what's gonna happen, man, and it's not gonna be funny at the end. It's not gonna be funny, man, and there gonna be no cracks and smiles, man. We're only gonna laugh when there's oppressor and this damn demon is finished. All right, verse 21. Forget it not, for there is nothing turning again. Thou shalt not do him good, but hurt himself. So it's not doing you any good. You're just hurting yourself in the process. Dwelling on someone's death. Verse 22. Remember my judgment, for thine also shall be so yesterday for me and today for thee. All right. So you could be here today, be going tomorrow, and the Lord never changes, man. He always the same. Yesterday, tomorrow, and in the future. He doesn't change. All right. Verse 23. When the dead is at rest, let his remembrance rest and be comforted for him when his spirit is departed from him. So even when they wicked or good, let the dead rest, man. You got a lot of these drill rappers disrespectful, pissing on the grave and all this other madness. But I know young adults want to have a good time and they want to get away from the evil, man. And I get it. But just don't lose focus of what's the real war, man. There's a spiritual warfare out here, and I want you guys to be mindful, man. Don't get caught up out here, man. Please, have your little fun, but don't get caught out here. Especially Eve, man. She loved parties, man. And a lot of you brothers, get your spirit right. Deal with them a little bit, but don't get so caught up into that trials, man. You know what I'm saying? Every woman. Listen, man. I know every woman ain't for me, and I'm not for every woman, man. Because the way I am, man, my mindset is so diligent. You know what I'm saying? I don't really have time to be playing, because once you invite people in your life, man, then they want you to do certain things with them. But you just gotta be careful, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying with a side because it's like, don't ever apologize for who you are, man, when it comes to you believing in the Most High and His Word, man. Don't ever apologize for people, towards people, man, because they're not gonna give a damn about you. So I always tell you guys that people don't care about what you're going through, what you feel. People gonna do what they want. You do what you want when it comes to the word of the Lord. And it's no disrespect. I'm just telling for what it is. I'm not here to disrespect anybody. Sometimes, like I said, my words may be real hard and it may come up disrespectful. Because at times, I think about things, and then when I think about those things, it remind me of there's a lot of evil fucking people out here in this world, man. You know, even ones you think that's real close to you, people are very evil, man. You know, so, you know, but, you know, like I said, man, sometimes we need joy, we need to smile in our spirit. I get it. You know, it's not to bash the Israelites that's in that video, but at the same time, you know, a lot of you women, you know, you think it's a joke, it's a game, you know, but I hope you just keep this in remembrance when the days do come of the MOTB, when they put you in concentration camps. Keep in mind of the twerking that you was doing, you know, twerk then, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just wanted to add that, but yeah, there's a time of mourning, time of peace, you know, whatever. But with that being said, you know, I hope this video is edifying. I gotta go, and I gotta finish up, you know, and I'll talk to you guys later. Shalom.